Buddies, a Dungeons and Dragons discussion group where we talk about homebrew and Dungeons and Dragons 5th edition. All right, if you haven't yet hit the subscribe button. Our goal for February is to hit 100 followers for Twitch. Our goal for Patreon is 10. We only need 4 more to hit our goal. So please like, subscribe, and follow us and help support your local BIPOC artist group. Speaking of Patreon and our followers, shout out to our newest follower, Tess1 Tura, for subscribers, Hana Fiend and Pebble Crumbs for Patreon, Jeanette, SI, and Bert R. Thank you. We love you. We see you. We'll give you content. All right. And speaking of adventures, this Friday, I don't know what date that is, but this Friday at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, we will be releasing our newest episode of Roleplay Varied Reclamation. Come check it out. It's some fun stuff. We're going to see what happens. And for today's intermission, we have a song called, oh crap. Kevin, what's your song called again?
It's Ruin Me.
Ruin Me by our one and only Kevin. It's going to be cool. Just come check it out. And without further ado, let's say hi to our buddy, Kevin Highs. Hi, Kevin.
Yeah. I'm upset right now.
Why is that, my buddy?
Rico's not here, and it's just you and me.
You might notice that Rico is gone, but Rico is on a special... He took the weekend off to celebrate Valentine's Day, which... Happy early Valentine's Day, friends. This is our Valentine's Day special.
Oh, yeah. I planned accordingly. Absolutely. And I'm ready to talk about D&D homebrew stuff. So what do you got for me, Addison?
So today, for our very special Valentine's Day homebrew episode, I have created this thing called the Cupid's Bow. So...
Okay.
This Cupid's bow, it has 10 charges per day, and before you use the bow, you have to decide if it's going to use a charge or not. So if you use a charge, the damage is 1d4. If you don't use a charge, the damage is 1d10. So if an opponent is hit with a charge, you can cast different spells with it. So Chaos costs 5 charges, Compulsion is 4 charges, Fast Friends is 3 charges, and Thrall is 2 charges. Charm Person is 1 charge. So you have 10 charges, and you can decide which spell you want to use.
You can cast Chaos with it?
Yeah. You can cast Chaos twice.
Wow.
So, but here's the thing. If you use all 10 charges before the next day, you roll a d20. And on a 1 through 5, the bow breaks and is unable to cast spells. But the bow can be restored with like a mending spell or something, but it will not be magical.
It'll just
so
like
it will, however, it'll still keep the 1d10 of damage. Mm-hmm. It just won't be magical for purposes.
Cool. Okay. I'm trying to get my phone to work. There we go. I want to look up the wording of Chaos because it's such a crazy spell.
It is. It is a really good spell.
So, you place a magical command on a creature that you can see within range, forcing it to carry out some service or refrain from some action or course of activity as you decide. If the creature can understand you, it must succeed on a wisdom saving throw or become charmed by you for the duration. While the creature is charmed by you, it takes 5d10 psychic damage each time it acts in a manner directly counter to your instructions, but no more than once each day. A creature that can't understand you is unaffected by the spell. You can issue any command you choose, short of an activity that would result in certain death. You can end the spell early by using an action to dismiss it. And also, the duration is 30 days.
Yep.
I mean, you could just have like a guy follow you around. It's not concentration. You could just shoot a guy and be like, follow me as your god. That's your command. Worship me. That's crazy. I mean, still 1 wisdom save. But...
Yeah, I wanted a legendary item, like a cool legendary item for this special occasion, and I thought this was very legendary item-esque, you know?
Yeah. A little fucked up though. A little fucked up.
Why is that?
All of the spells are based on like making somebody do something against their will, and it's Cupid's arrow. It's all not great, but I mean, I guess that's what the enchantment school is all about, being not great.
Right?
I mean, that is the essence of Cupid's arrow, is that you shoot someone and then they fall in love with somebody, like not necessarily if that was going to happen anyway. So I think it's true to the lore, though I think it's a fucked up item.
Definitely. That's exactly what I was going for, is something that basically forces you to like fall in love. So, right, if you get shot with it, I'm going to cast chaos. And guess what? You have to love this person. They're your spouse now. You can shoot the other person, cast chaos. You love this person. They're your spouse. And hopefully within the 30 days, they truly will fall in love. You are Cupid. You are a love god.
Awful. What an awful thing.
Not also to mention, I mean, we still have what is it? Compulsion's a good spell. Fast Friends is also
Fast Friends crazy.
Fast Friends is a good one, because you can just have a bunch of friends and be like, shoot, you're my friend, and you can use that 3 times.
Yeah, but they can't do anything though. It's like I don't know. Fast Friends is like harder charm, because I'm pretty sure the wording of it is that like they come out of it hostile.
Yeah, you're here. You know what? For those who do not know these spells, let's go over and see. Hold on, let me pull it up real fast.
I'm gonna look up compulsion. You look up Fast Friends.
Okay, sounds awesome.
I think we should play a drinking game next time we're on here. Is every time one of Addison's birds screams, take a shot.
Hey, we'll be drunk by then. It'll be bad.
It'll be bad. Okay, so the way that compulsion works is that the person is not necessarily like they can't not do things that they want to. They just have to move in a certain direction. So like on their turn, or as a bonus action, you can tell them to use their movement to like run away or go left or go right, but you cannot make them run into obvious danger.
But with compulsion, right, if you're trying to make someone fall in love, you could be like, hey, go over to that table, and you make them go over to the table.
Stay there. Stay there. Don't leave.
Yeah, so for Fast Friends, essentially how this works is, I'll read a portion of it. So when you need to make sure something gets done, you can't rely on vague promises, sworn oaths, or binding contracts of employment. So when you cast this spell, you choose one humanoid within range that can see and hear you and that can understand you. And so the creature must succeed on a wisdom saving throw or become charmed by you for the duration. And while it's charmed, it undertakes it to perform any service or activities you ask of it in a friendly manner to the best of its abilities. So you make your friends. It's basically another charm spell if you think about it.
Yeah, that's a 3rd level one. What was the 2nd level one? Enthrall?
2nd level one, yes, was Enthrall.
Enthrall. So, okay, I feel like maybe Enthrall doesn't really work.
Here, I got you. I got it right now. So you weave a distracting string of words, causing creatures of your choice that you can see within range and that you can hear to make a wisdom saving throw. And any creature that can't be charmed succeeds on this saving throw automatically. And if you or your companions are fighting a creature, it has an advantage on the save. So on a failed save, the target has disadvantage on wisdom perception checks made to perceive any creature other than you until the spell ends, or until the target can no longer hear you, and the spell ends if you are incapacitated or can no longer speak. See, now when I thought of this one, I thought that when you shoot someone with enthrall, you can be like, oh, you're enthralled with this person. It's a bit of a homebrew on the spell, if that makes sense.
So it's when you shoot it, it's just a single enthrall. No.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. That makes sense.
And of course,
the first one is just charm person, normal.
Charm person. If you don't know this, we'll still go over it. So you attempt to charm a humanoid you can see within range. It must make a saving throw and do so with advantage if you and your companions are fighting it. If it fails,
may I offer a substitute for enthrall?
Okay, sure. Go for it. What is it?
Crown of Madness.
No, it's about love.
Well, I mean, enthrall. I mean, it's just about controlling in its essence, and Crown of Madness makes it to where you can make somebody attack a friend. Is like it's a stronger, like enthrall just like basically just kind of like makes them all like weird and unable to see anything else. But Crown of Madness is like a truer charm spell. You know, we don't have to. It's just a thought.
When we play test this today, we can try it out. We'll try it out to see how it works with it. We'll see. Okay. Because today for our play test, Kevin's gonna be Cupid, and his goal is to fall in love with each other.
I'm gonna make so many people fall in love.
And with that being said, let's go into do we is it overpowered, underpowered, or just right? How do you think it'll play?
I think it's overpowered for sure. Especially for the character. You told me to make a level 10 character. This is like a campaign ending legendary item. Like you could just like bypass most problems with
That's the goal. I wanted an item just like that. And I agree. I think it's also overpowered. When I was making it, I was thinking, chaos in itself, you can use it 2 times. That's really good. But as a DM, what I would do is just have a high wisdom stat for whatever, right? So that way it at least has a chance to beat the chaos,
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Alrighty. I think it's overpowered, but I think it's gonna be fun.
I'm excited to see how it plays out, and I'm excited to see what kind of love shenanigans we can get into with this bow.
All right. Sounds good.
Sounds great. And you know what? Now that we got our prediction set, let's head on over to Kevin's corner.
Uncomfortable. We worked on this guy. Can't see him. I took a picture of him in the Break the Table Discord under the Arts and Crafts page. That's where you can see the actual high quality images of any of these minis that I paint on the show. Today, like I said, it's Valentine's Day. Like, not Valentine's, it's the day before Valentine's Day. It's Valentine's Eve, if you will. I know that I feel like this might be like bad, but I brought some pink. I felt like pink is a Valentine's Day color.
Pink is.
Like I see it a lot. Or maybe red. I don't know. I just wanted to add some pink to this. Like, this guy right here, he has a name. He's got a gerbil and everything. He's like some significant hero in D&D lore. I don't care. I just want to make a fun little character out of him. And I was trying to make him super regal and everything last time, and now I just want to fuck around. So that's what we're gonna do.
That's right.
First of all,
shout out to
he's got a little gerbil on his left shoulder. There's a little bump on his shoulder, if you can see. That's a gerbil that I painted over. I thought it was like a spalder, and I was informed later that it's a full gerbil. So we're gonna fix that real quick.
So guess what, friends? Guess what, buddies? Kevin will share some more photos on our Discord. So if you like this cool content, go follow our Discord. We're cool.
Yeah. It's just until I get a high quality camera where you guys can actually see what the fuck I'm doing, I'm just gonna have to deal with that. So we're gonna get this super nice detailed brush. And we are going to start. Dip in a little water, get it off, and we're going to dip into the yellow very nicely, everybody. Everybody is very nice about it.
Now, Kevin, here's a question for you. Here's a little question for you. All right.
All right.
So, we all know in the Lord of the Rings movie, Boromir, or not Boromir. Damn it, what's the other guy's name? Not Boromir. The other human, the human guy, and he falls in love with an elf. Yeah. Remember? Not in the books. That's all. That's what I forget. That's why I always forget them. But we all know that romance, right? So, what is another legendary fantasy romance that we can ship?
I feel like commoner with a royal is always a common trope.
Definitely, but like, okay, I'll
clarify. Helen of Troy.
Okay, Helen of Troy and who?
I don't remember who the guy that she's in love with is named.
Originally, it was Paris.
Hey, cat. No, there's a cat.
But if Helen of Troy had to date someone else, who would it be? And we'll spice it up even more, and we can say it doesn't have to be from the Odyssey.
Yeah, it could be like my old Taekwondo teacher, Jared. Like, he was a pretty nice dude. I think he'd do well with her.
Really?
Yeah.
It'd show her some cool Taekwondo skills.
Mm-hmm. I think she'd like that, Helen, specifically. Hey.
How so?
We got a Patreon patron that I live with. It's Emma. Wow.
Hi, Emma. Hi, friend.
Say hi. It's the Homebrew Buddies stream. You're on that. You did it.
I'm famous now.
Yay!
Yeah, you're semi-famous now. Just like Toodles in the Gram. You'll like Toodles in the Gram? It'll be coming back to you at some point.
Yeah, I had to do schoolwork today. So, here's what we're going to do now. Is I painted his cape this really, really nice deep blue. I'm going to put on the edges of it this lighter blue, give it some dimension. I don't know if that actually is going to do what I want it to, but, you know, we're going to try. It's going to look cool at the end of the day.
Now, here's a question for you, Kevin. Here's another question. We're asking all the Valentine's Day questions today.
Yeah.
If you could be with any like fictional historical character, like you can date them, who would you date?
Yeah. Who would I date in history?
Or fantasy. It could be anyone. And then I'll.
This is an interesting question. I'm blanking right now. Maybe Napoleon?
Napoleon? Like,
yeah, he seems
Napoleon
like
Dynamite or Napoleon Bonaparte?
Bonaparte, yeah, Bonaparte. What? Dynamite?
Hold on. I think Napoleon Dynamite would be a good boyfriend.
Sure. You can think that.
Look at the movie.
I have seen the movie.
In the movie, he gets better. And him and what's her face? What's her name?
I don't know. The one who's like selling.
Yeah. I'm selling these keychains to go to college. Your mom goes to college. That girl.
Yeah, see, that kind of stuff.
No, that was his brother, though. What was his name? Man, it's been forever since I've seen Napoleon Dynamite.
It's it's a cult classic. I'm sure it has merit to a certain degree.
It does, but then
Dickhead.
I think Napoleon Dynamite would be a good boyfriend. I think he'd be loving and caring.
I don't disagree that he'd be like. I don't think he'd be a bad boyfriend. I just think that I wouldn't date him. I'd much rather date Napoleon Bonaparte than Napoleon Dynamite. In a fucking heartbeat. It's an easy answer.
Here's the thing. This is a throwback right now. Remember epic rap battles of history? Napoleon versus Napoleon. Remember that? That was cool.
Yeah.
That was a nice little funsy thing I remember in 7th grade, 6th grade.
Okay, so while we're discussing that, we can get into that in a bit. I am in the midst of making this cape way cooler than it was before, and I'm happy.
Show our buddies, our homebrew buddies.
I'm almost done with it, so give me a moment. Oh, why is it all fucking wet? Ugh. So I might have fucked up a little bit on it, and that's fine, honestly.
Break the tape. That's what she said.
I am appalled by what you just said.
I didn't say it. I said what's in the comments.
Well, I'm appalled nonetheless, and I will find retribution.
Well, you can find retribution by going onto our Discord and starting an e-fight. You like the
Somebody on the Discord causing fights with me? Because I'll fucking fight somebody. Who's fighting me?
It's Sade.
Oh, okay. Alright. Never mind. Sorry, Shadow.
Evan,
I probably fucked up. I didn't know.
Where's your fight the Pope spirit?
Not with Sade. Never. I'd lose. Man. Okay, so his cape was this beautiful, beautiful shade of blue, and now it is all weird looking.
Oh, I like it.
I don't. I hate it. I dislike
it. Kind of reminds me of a battle-worn cape, that you're just in the sun slaying enemies, and it looks well used.
Okay, well, I like it so far. His gerbil's yellow. Whatever, we're gonna use the pink. I don't know what I'm gonna put on him that's pink. I think, this is my thought so far, and Addison, you can tell me what you think about it. I was thinking I was gonna make the handle of his sword pink, and I was thinking of making the collar of his cape pink, and also giving him I don't know, something else pink somewhere. Maybe a pink trim on the cape.
Or a pink belt buckle. Has he got a belt buckle?
He doesn't have a belt buckle. Nah, he's wearing chainmail.
Does he have buckles on his shoes?
Sadly, nay. It's just greaves.
Oh. I think that's a good idea, though. I like it.
Okay. Then we're gonna do it. Oh, man. I am filled to the brim.
Oh, Kevin, I forgot to tell you who I would date throughout all history.
Oh, yeah.
Madame Curie.
Madame Curie, yeah. That's a good one.
That's a good one, right?
Yeah.
But then...
If you want to date a fucking nerd... Oh!
You know what's wild is that there's so much stuff we haven't learned from her because it's all radioactive. Let me get in those journals. Let me see.
Let me write my own journal based off of your journal.
Yeah, let me steal your ideas.
Holy shit, Madam Curie, you're really fucking smart, actually. It's kind of crazy. I didn't expect you to be this fucking, like, noggin-based. What?
Yeah, she just discovered like radiation and elements.
And you're sitting there like, whoa, this is pretty cool, Madam Curie. I'm pretty impressed, actually. I'm chuffed about the whole thing.
You know, I just got a random idea. You know what we should do? We should do an artificer campaign where we all go and try to discover Madame Curie's like tomb. And it's like a little like one-shot dungeon where we're all artificers.
Be kind of cool. Yeah.
That would be kind of cool, right?
Mm-hmm. We could include all of the female scientists, of which there are many.
Yeah.
I watched actually a device piece about it once. And I really enjoyed it.
Well, speaking of female scientists, this is Galentine's Day, so female scientists, we see you.
Yeah, we see you. Sorry, I was mad about Galentine's Day, not female scientists.
Ooh, Kevin's getting into some trippy territory.
Not getting into trippy territory. Everybody calm down. I'm just hanging out. I'm going a completely different route with my paint all of a sudden. And I'm not going to inform you all until I'm done.
Ooh, a sneak peek surprise.
Yeah, I just decided to go hardcore for no reason.
I love hardcore. I love the craziness that ensues.
Mm-hmm. Everyone loves the craziness, but nobody wants to be there for the aftermath. Everybody lives in these fucking echo chamber bubbles. Nobody talks to each other anymore. It's just, tap, 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 tap.
What?
Sorry, I think my dad possessed me for a moment.
As you can see, Kevin's having some technical difficulties in But beforehand, if you look, right now it's below me. We have a snow cam because it's snowing here in Washington, and I'm pretty sure we don't have anyone else outside of Washington. But if you're outside of Washington, look at our beautiful snow. It's a snow cam. It's awesome.
Yeah, if you're outside of Washington, let me know and send me your address.
Yeah, we'll come here. We will do a break the table special where a break the homebrew.
We go to your house and we hang out with you.
And we put you in a dungeon.
Yeah, it's not really a special, more as we kidnap you.
Yeah, we will kidnap you. And that'll be our new Patreon stretch goal too. Join the Patreon, speaking of. And we might randomly pull out an address and we will come to your house and abduct you and
put you in a dungeon for other
and
people's
put you
life.
into a real life dungeon, and it'll be real life Dungeons and Dragons.
I made it. I made the dungeon.
There will also be dragons involved, kobolds involved, goblin, the whole.
Yeah, I spliced a bunch of humans and reptilian DNA together. I'm kind of a mad scientist.
If you can't tell by our sarcastic tones, we are fully kidding, or are we?
Huh? Yeah. Whatever doesn't get me in jail.
There's no such thing as jail. There's only jail of the mind.
Yeah, also iron bars around you. So I feel like maybe jail does exist. But, that's just me.
Mention in the comments, is jail real or just a mental construct?
Ba-boom!
Wow.
Look at that. Ba-boom. We got a full pink armor.
Okay, I'm gonna be real.
How do you like
it? Looks like a JoJo character, and I love it.
Ja.
It looks like a Giorno Giovanna. Giorno.
Yana. I don't know why. Okay, so how much time do we have left in this segment?
Perfect week. How much time would you like? We got a couple more minutes.
Let's see. What could we do with a couple more minutes? You know what? Let's get the first layer of skin on. So, I am not a good mini painter, but I really wanted this dude to have like a bald skull tattoo, and so I'm gonna make him fairly white because I'm not good enough at painting to be able to get a tattoo on darker skin. So everybody calm down, please. I'm freaking out.
Kevin, is there like skin tone paints that you have? Do you have that? Is that a thing?
Not really. I have to mix those for the most part. So I'm using Lawful White, which is this one, and some Flump Pink, and I'm going to mix that in. We have some Durger Metal to add to it as necessary. But first, I need to mix this. Okay. This is coming out pretty well. This is actually a lot better than I thought it was gonna be.
You know, I'm wondering. We should look in to see if they have
That's pretty goddamn Caucasian.
I can't tell.
You can tell.
I can't.
But it's pretty goddamn Caucasian. I'm proud of it.
Good. I'm glad. But we should see if they have skin color paints for it, because I know Crayola does the skin colored crayons where they have like a wide array of like skin colors.
Yeah, that sounds like it'd be cool.
Yeah, and if they don't have it, we TM trademark it. It is our invention, and we're going to be selling it to Wizards of the Coast.
Sell them our intellectual property.
TM, or what is intellectual property? IP.
Painting people's faces is always so funny. Ooh, music is sounding pretty sick right now.
Okay, I was confused. Yeah,
Okay, we got some skin tone here. Oh, Jesus. What the hell is happening? Last thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put on another shade onto this cape because I don't like it. It's making me very upset. It's making me
okay, understandable.
So we're gonna put some Durger Metal, which is a textured paint, so it's not going to just go on top of it perfectly, which is actually what I want in this situation. I want a very light brushing on it. So we're gonna take this kind of thicker brush. We're gonna get all up in there, and then we're gonna get the excess off. Now, yeah.
Now, Kevin, one last question for you. You know the Vampire von Strahd?
From Curse of Strahd.
Yeah, Curse of Strahd.
Yeah, of course.
What do you think his favorite Valentine's Day candy is?
Red velvet cake.
Really? Oh, 'cause blood, right?
Yeah. Also, it's a fancy dish. He's a fancy guy.
I would agree. I was thinking Twizzlers. Or Twizzlers or Red Vines, because that way he could use it as a straw to suck up the blood of his enemies. Twizzlers. Sade's is a Twizzlers fan, and I'm also a Twizzlers fan. So this makes Homebrew Buddies Twizzlers. We are a Twizzlers family here. Kevin,
I legitimately don't give a shit.
okay,
Like,
then
I don't like candied licorice. I don't like it in any form. I don't like it as a red vine. I don't like it as a Twizzler. I don't like it if it's black or red, green or yellow. It tastes like garbage. It tastes like clarified sugar that has been turned into a DNA helix.
whoa,
An absolute piece of garbage.
that was a hot take alert. Thanks.
That's my hot take. I hate Twizzlers, and I'm tired of pretending I don't.
I love licorice. I love everything about it. It's such a good taste. Don't like the black licorice because that's a gross taste. But I love it. And we are a Twizzlers family here now. So Homebrew Buddies, you viewer out there watching, if you don't like Twizzlers, you are no longer part of our family. We just don't.
What the fuck? Am I out? Holy shit.
You don't have an opinion, Kevin. So you're just like, you're just the cousin we don't visit.
Oh my god. That's so real. Do you have a cousin you don't visit, Addison? Or are you secretly like a little
Is this real?
guilty about that?
Is it real life? Maybe. Kind of.
Oh. Let's get into that. Let's talk about Addison's regret.
Yeah, my cousin regrets.
So I've decided to just go full pink with this now, which I'm pretty happy about actually.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So look, he's got the pink, and now he's got like a dull pink cape instead.
It's like a purplish.
Yeah. I think it looks really good. I like this. He's got some skin tone on. He looks a little bit more white than I wanted him to, like almost like undead. But you know, that works.
We'll figure it
That
out.
works too. Honestly.
All right. Thanks so much, Kevin, for your painting corner and our hot takes on Twizzlers. So, you, the fans, you'll be taking a short break where you can get up, get some water, go to the bathroom, and during that break, we'll be presenting Ruin Me? Is that it? We'll be presenting Kevin's song for our break. So stay tuned because we will be right back.
I love you.
Ruling me, ruling me. My heart is so red it's embedding. Ruling me, ruling me, ruling me. You know something you cruel to me. Ruling me, ruling me, ruling me. My heart is so red it's embedding. Ruling me, ruling me, ruling me. You know something you cruel to me. You gave me the stars, secrets and tie. Throw me some shade. You told me a planet's in retrograde. I'm gonna show you a horoscope. You gonna choke, grabbing the rope around your neck. Tie the noose, then you jump. It's too soon. Riding a children's canoe. Fuck. Out of the blue, but frankly competing to beat the offender. Say you're more offended than others who feel the defendant that says in their deeply entrenched and enchanting beliefs that they've held other lies. Fuck with these roots who created their dumb little lies and that forged in the flames of your ignorant thoughts that everyone lost. Living your loser utopia. Fuck. Gotta calm down and I know it. I am so mad and I show it. But there was no hierarchy to being displeased. For real, the world is crazy. That planet 2 attitude gets you nowhere. Get your new confidence there. Looking at all of my wares. I am nothing. It's out when it's here. It feeling I've got a feeling. My soul looking for you are creeping. The fear is keeping me killing. My grave looking for you are digging. Only thing keeping me kept from your grasp. The fact that you left me here in the grass, staring at stars, wondering where you are. You smile, it's gonna fly like a sunspot. And dangerous as a sunspot. Your wink is just like a gunshot. Your touch just like a blood clot. God damn, your body's a hurricane. Your words come in and they suffocate. Your whispers, how do I navigate? God damn, you're just like a magistrate. Where do I go when I'm leaving? Why do I feel so defeated? My anger is already seething. My lungs, I don't know where they breathing. Where do I go when I'm leaving? Why do I feel so defeated? My anger is already seething. My lungs, I don't know where they breathing. The biggest joke y'all played on me is making me think that I'm selfish. Now there is something I won't miss. Those pestering thoughts in the back of my head. You're just a thing, a fragment of past, a cursory sting, thoughtless. I go back and forth cause you were a storm. My thoughts, they are torn away. They were thinking, you bring thoughts and you got me here sinking. Your mutiny waiting to happen. My strength, oh my god, it is sapping. But then you were gone, fleeting as ever. Your presence is severed. When am I gonna be rid of you? Forever. Roll me, roll me, roll me. My heart is a red, it's a veteran. Roll me, roll me, roll me. Na 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 na. Roll me, roll me, roll me. Na 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 na. Roll me, roll me, roll me. You know something you cruel to me.
Oh man, that just gave me so much anxiety.
It's an intervention. Grow.
Yeah, she knows what she's being okay.
Hey, Sade.
like everything I do is about conflict. But I renamed it The Conscience of Tabitha Grace. And it's kind of that, like, my chaotic impulses versus, like, my Virgo being like, no, this is what you actually need to be doing right now.
I see. So, like, this juxtaposition between, like,
Yes.
sensibility and, like,
Yeah.
chaos.
Yeah. So I'm just, like, thinking of, like, I'm kind of, like, throwing all versions of myself into this.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I want it to be very, very different, but also on brand at the same time.
I feel like everything I do is about conflict. But I renamed it The Conscience of Tabitha Grace. And it's kind of that, like, my chaotic impulses versus, like, my Virgo being like, no, this is what you actually need to be doing right now.
I see. So, like, this juxtaposition between, like,
Yes.
sensibility and, like,
Yeah.
chaos.
Yeah. So I'm just, like, thinking of, like, I'm kind of, like, throwing all versions of myself into this.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I want it to be very, very different, but also on brand at the same time.
Buddies, a Dungeons and Dragons discussion group where we talk about homebrew and Dungeons and Dragons 5th edition. So if you haven't yet, hit the subscribe button. Our goal for February is to hit 100 followers for Twitch, 10 new Patreons for our Patreon. We only need 4 more to hit our goal. So please like, subscribe, follow us, and help support your local BIPOC artist group. So now that we're back, we are testing the Cupid's bow for our very special Valentine's Day episode. So without further ado, let's say hello to our buddy Kevin. Hi, Kevin.
Hi. What's up? What are we doing?
So with that being said, let's go ahead and test our item. So if you haven't, to bring us back, this Cupid's bow it's a bow that has a magical bow that has 10 charges. Hold on, let me pull it up real fast. And it allows you to expend your charges to cast different spells. So with 5 charges, you can cast the spell Chaos, 4 charges Compulsion, 3 charges Fast Friends, 2 charges Enthrall, and 1 charge for Charm Person. So our goal for this encounter is we are going to have Kevin make people fall in love because he's going to be a Cupid.
Yeah. Can I introduce my character?
By all means, go for it, my friend.
Whatever town we're in, I imagine my character just walks in through the front doors and looks at all of it, and is just dressed. He look almost like, I want to say like Han Solo, just like a vest and a shirt and some pants. Looks really cool. And his name is Jaquan Funcroft. And I'm here to make people fall in love. What you say? I am Cupid today. I've been bestowed this amazing bow.
So you, Yaquan, are one of the. So let's get started into our encounter, our story. Yaquan, you come across the town of the Woods of Holly. It's a very good place. It's where a lot of famous, renowned adventurers come to live out their days. So many people of renown are living in the Woods of Holly. It's a nice little town where you don't know who you can find. But one thing for sure that you know about the Woods of Holly is there's not enough love on this special day of Valentine's. And as you walk into it, you walk into this little town square and you can see people are just by themselves. And they're just not, no hand holding, no hugging, no kissing, nothing. It is literally just people walking down.
Not even an ounce of PDA?
No ounce of PDA.
Oh, a crime upon the world. I look for two people who I feel like would be good together.
Okay, so give me a perception check real fast.
I should have prepared. I don't have a set of die. Here, wait. I have them so close to me, I'm gonna grab a random pair.
Dope.
They're gonna be so good to me and so nice. Yeah.
Let's see what you get.
Okay, moving my paint sheet. You said perception?
Perception.
Cool. That's a 13.
13, all right. So with a 13, you notice one person is you notice it's a humanoid of some sort. You don't know if it's a half elf, an elf, or just a human, but you notice them deep into their paper and they're just reading and walking past. And you notice another person. This is a half. You notice they're a little halfling, and they are also together. They're not together. They're in their newspaper, not looking up, and they're walking opposite directions of each other.
Jaquan pulls his bow and goes, opposite the track, do they not? Just shoot. I guess I'll shoot the humanoid in the back.
Okay. Go ahead and shoot them.
That's a 24.
Perfect. It hits. These are just commoners. You're shooting commoners.
I hit that commoner so hard, right in the spine.
Yes. Do a D4 of damage. And what spell would you like to cast with it?
I'm gonna cast. I'll cast Gaius on this person.
Sure, of course. Okay, so you only have 5 more charges for it. So
Okay.
I'll roll a wisdom saving throw.
Yeah, it is. I only dealt 1 damage.
Okay, perfect. What is your spell save?
15.
I got a 17. I don't have a plus on wisdom or anything.
Okay.
So as you shoot this humanoid person in the back, oh my back! They look around and they see who just shot me, and they are not.
Can I run up to this man and tackle him to the ground?
Why are you gonna tackle him? Okay, you know what? Fine, you can tackle him. I don't care.
I'll roll a strength check.
Sure, yeah. Roll an opposed strength check.
That is an 18.
Oh, great. It's a nat 1, so you totally tackle this guy to the ground.
I hope that like my tackling has like at least caused enough of a scene that the halfling that was with the newspaper has stopped to watch.
You know what? Let's see. Ooh, you know what? Yes, the halfling seeing this commotion, she pulls down her newspaper just a bit, so it's like this, and she looks and she's just watching.
I
Goes
grab
back in.
the guy that I've tackled by the nape of his collar and be like, "You need to fall in love."
What are you talking about, man?
I'm Cupid, and I'm here to make your life better. I let him go, and I fire my bow at the halfling.
Okay. Roll an attack roll.
It's another 24.
What was it?
Another 24.
24. Okay, so you hit. Well, okay. So what's you gonna use?
What's the 4th level spell again?
Fourth level spell. That is compulsion.
And that's 4 charges to do that?
That'll be 4 charges.
Okay, I'll do compulsion.
Okay. Let's see. Fails.
Fails?
Yep. So what would you like this halfling to do?
I want them to come close to us and put the paper down.
Okay. So as you shoot it goes through their newspaper and hits them straight into the shoulder. And she said, "Oh," but suddenly she feels this compulsion to put the paper down and come closer. I don't know why I'm doing this. What's going on? Why are you tackling this man?
To fall in love, and I take my arrow and I don't even shoot it into the guy. I just like stab him in the chest with the arrow, and I cast Charm Person.
You're using a spell, so you're using a what? Charm Person?
Yeah. I only have 1 charge left.
Oh, roll for. See if he's charmed by this. Yep. He's charmed. He's
You
charmed.
are in love. And I get up and I put them like in front of each other. And I say, "Go off, be free, little birds, little love birds."
So as this happens, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do this. So the humanoid which you tackled, he was an elf. He was an elf.
Okay.
But he is enthralled. He is charmed by her, so he is super into her. But she do an insight check.
All right. Ugh, that's not great. That's a 12.
You think they're a perfect match. You think they look really good together, and and they just go off into the next part of town holding hands.
Oh,
That
what
being
a beautiful sight love is.
That being said, so roll a d20 now.
Just raw?
Yeah, just a raw d20.
That's an 11.
Perfect. Your bow doesn't break. You're good.
Yay.
So, with your spells expanded, you now go back to your hotel or wherever you're staying, and you rest for your whole day, and you awake once again to start up some more love shenanigans with random people.
This is my life. This is my job. This is
your
who I am.
life. Dude, you're now
Alright,
back.
let's go. Let's find a small cafe.
Okay, you go to this cafe, and this cafe is the rock, the granite, the hard granite cafe,
Awful.
and you just see people are just eating, drinking, random various different things out on a balcony. Out below is a patio, same thing, and inside there are more people. So where would you like to go? The balcony, the patio, or inside?
First off, I'm going to cast Disguise Self on myself to look like a waiter.
Okay.
And I'm going to start serving tables and trying to get a read on who I think would be a good match.
Oh, that's good. Okay. Here, let me roll real quick to see how many people are in. So where would you like to go first, though?
I'll go to see who is, like, I don't know, just like the middle, just looking around.
Okay, let's see. All right, so you see 5 people there. They're all sitting in different corners. One is going to be, I'm going to use clock language. One is to your 10 o'clock. Another is to your 2 o'clock. Excuse me. Another is towards your 7 o'clock. Another is towards your 5 o'clock, and one is just right in the middle.
So
They're all just doing different things.
2, 5, 7, 10, and somebody in the middle. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
So if it was a box, they would be in each corner, and then one in the middle.
Yeah, so I'm just refilling people's coffees, kind of like looking at what they're doing and trying to see if I find like a connection between two people. Be like, oh, they're reading this, so they're working on that. Maybe.
Okay, do a perception check.
Okay. Wow, I'm a sucky little perception boy today. That's a 12.
You just think all of them should be together. That you are so good at your job that whoever you pick, they're gonna be happy together.
Okay. So here's what I'm gonna do.
Okay.
This is such shenanigans. Oh my god. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna shoot every single one of these 5 people with an arrow.
Okay. And then what are you gonna do?
I'm gonna cast Enthrall on all of them.
2, 4,
It's
6,
5.
8, 10. Perfect.
That's exactly the amount of people I can do.
Wow, what are the odds? I rolled a d12 to see how many people would be in the cafe, and I rolled 5. Wow, that's cool. Okay, all right. Do 5 separate attack rolls.
Okay, so I mean I got a +9. That is a 16. Ooh, that's a 14. 27. 19. And a 21.
They all hit. So as you go and pull back, you do like the cartoon Cupid, where you grab 5 arrows and you put them all into your bow, and they all whoosh, and they hit their targets all. And so now, with enthralled, who do you want to make them enthralled with?
I want them to all be enthralled with each other.
Okay. So that's
I want it to be a polyamorous 5 couple.
It's a 5.
This Cupid knows no bounds of heteronormative tendencies.
So they all immediately look towards the center at each other, and they cannot stop looking at each other. And
I tell them, go to each other, go, be free with one another.
and do a perception check real quick for me.
Ooh, much better, 23.
You notice that while, yes, they might be enthralled with each other, they're very scared. They're like, what's going on? I can't stop looking at you. What's going on? And they're kind of freaking out. They don't know what's going on or how to handle this.
Look, I just scream, love is in the air, and I cast Entangle. So they all can't move either.
Before this happens, we're gonna fix our camera setup real quick. So hold on real fast. We're gonna do this.
And then I do it.
Yep.
And then I turn it back on. Yes, I do. And then Addison
Yep.
does it too.
Boom.
And it's all good.
We're doing
Just
an
need-
ad.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
And then we'll be back with you guys. I'm so sorry.
That's insane.
You guys are like on a roll. I apologize.
I'm just going crazy. I'm just doing what I want to do.
Jacquon. Jacquon.
If you would have rolled high enough, you would have known that the halfling lady you set up, she was very concerned.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Hello, we're back again. Sorry about our technical difficulties, but we last left off with Jaquan making a 5-way couple, and he then cast Entangled. So what? A strength check?
Yeah, it's just to see if they get like entangled by roots.
Okay, let's see. And what's your spell save?
15.
50. Oh, doesn't pass. Doesn't pass. Passes. Doesn't pass. Doesn't pass.
Yay. So four
So
of them are stuck with a bunch of roots and vines that come out of the ground. And I think that by vines also just specifically pull all of them closer to each other.
Yeah, we can say that. So these vines just tangle them up, and they're pulling more and more towards the middle, because we're gonna say the 4 people that caught were the ones on the outside, and they get pulled towards the middle. But the guy in the middle, what's going on? I don't know what's going on.
Look at me. Look at me. Look at me. Look at me. Look at me.
It looks at you.
I am the avatar of love, and you love these people, so go to them. Go!
I don't love these people, man. I got a wife.
Yeah!
He
You
pulls up.
love these people. You shall divorce your wife, and you shall join this new love filled
Dude.
with passion.
Do an intimidation check real fast.
17.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead. He is scared. He doesn't know what's going on.
Run to them. Run.
All he knows is that he cannot look, and he cannot, all these people are moving towards him, and immediately he just goes, please, somebody help me! And I'm gonna roll to see. He screams loud enough because they are so scared that 2 guards come in. What's going on? What is happening?
I'm making people fall in love.
And the 2 guards are genuinely confused.
Here, you get away from me, and I cast fear on them.
Okay, what is that? A wisdom save?
Yeah, another wisdom save.
They don't pass.
So they're afraid. They're frightened, and they need to roll.
Immediately, they see this wild scene happening before them, and okay, that sounds good to me. And they book it out, and the other person.
See, and I put my arm around the guy that was scared, and I go, "No one can escape love." And I throw him into the group of 4 and walk away.
As you do a stealth check for me real fast.
I'm also really good at stealth. I'm a ranger. That's a 28. I rolled a 19 plus 9.
Just as you randomly came into these people's lives, you just disappear into the shadows, waiting for more love, and you go back to your day. You go back to your hotel for one more day to come back and cast these love spells on these people of Woods of Holly, and so on. Oh. No. And so, with that being said, you have one more day what would you like to do?
I would like to go to the castle.
Okay,
I think there's a princess that needs to fall in love.
there is a castle. There's a medium-sized castle, more directly in the centerish of the town. So as you go towards this town, towards this castle, there you are greeted by guards, and they say, "Halt! What brings you here?"
Excuse me, I am here. Do you know if this kingdom has a prince and or princess?
We have a princess, of course, but none.
I see, of course. Well, I am here to make her fall in love. You may call me Je crois en fou croix. At your
Do a
service.
persuasion check.
Oh, okay. Not bad. 18.
18. Okay, let's see what these guards think. They don't pass.
What?
The one that I got a 17, but that's it. So
Are any of these guys like younger looking?
you can't tell because they got full art on.
Okay. Never mind. So do they let me in?
They are very concerned. They say, "You know what?" They turn to each other. "You know what? I've heard rumors that the princess has been struggling with her love life." You're right. I've also
no longer.
heard rumors. Maybe he can help. I don't see why. What's the harm in us trying?
Just bowing the entire time.
So they say, "Fine, come to us. We'll take you." And they walk
okay.
you into the castle.
Before we go to the princess, I was wondering, is there perhaps a lonely, devilishly handsome stable boy that mans the horses on these grounds?
They're going to roll to see if why, there is a good-looking pastry boy.
Oh, I see. Well, bring me to him first.
They take you to the kitchen, and they say, "This is the pastry boy." And the pastry boy is this tiefling, and he looks up. Oh, hello.
What is your name, lad?
Oh, my name is Howard Hughes.
Oh, Howard, all right. Well, today is your lucky day. You will accompany me and my team of guards to the princess.
oh my!
Bring a pastry or two. She might be peckish.
Oh, well, I was working on her favorite pastry, cream puffs, and he pulls up cream puffs, and he walks with you to this chamber.
I knock on the door.
You don't even have to knock. The guards push you into this large corridor chamber where you can see that the king is doing his kingly duties, and next to him is his daughter, the princess, doing her princessly duties.
Oh, hello, royalty of this beautiful nation. I bring to you Pastry Boy.
They look confused. They're shocked. What? Oh, you bring me my pastry boy? Why?
Yes. The pastry boy is going to ask for your daughter's hand in marriage.
Impossible. No such thing could happen like that.
Well, your daughter loves him.
You're gonna have to do a stealth check real fast.
Yeah. That is another 28.
Dope.
That is another 19 plus 9.
Dope. So what you do is you hide your bow underneath a cloak, and you do like a KGB style shooting where you just secretly shoot them. What spell are you gonna cast on this
Chaos.
Chaos. Okay, let's see. Oh, what was your spell save?
15.
I gave her a +4, but I got a 10. So she fails, and
My command is that she's in love with the pastry boy.
and immediately, oh, and everyone's confused. Who shot that arrow? But she stands up and she says, "Father, I love the pastry boy. Our love is greater than anything you can expect." And the father and the king, "Well, if that's truly how you feel, we'll marry you right here." And with that, there.
And I shall be the best mom for both of you.
And the pastry boy, "Why, of course, you made this great thing happen to me." And with that is the legend of Jaquan, the great
Jaquan Funcroft.
Jaquan.
Cupid substitute.
All right, let's do a quick run through real quick. Do we like it? How do we feel about it?
I loved it. I thought it was very fun.
I thought it was very fun too. And I'm thinking that our prediction of it being overpowered I think it might be just right, just a bit.
No.
Here's why.
I
Here's why I
disagree.
think it's just right. If you're in a high level campaign, and theoretically your enemies have a high modifier, right? They could potentially beat your spell save, and if they beat your spell save, then you just have a bow, right?
Yeah. My thinking is that 10 slots for that. I mean, when you get to that level, you're like, this magic item is the equivalent of like a 4th or 5th level bard.
Sure.
By itself. That's why I think it's overpowered. Is like, yeah, like you could pass the spell save DC, but that's the same for any character. Is like if like it has the potential to be absolutely fucked.
You're not wrong.
That's why I still think it's OP to be able to like just cast Gaia's twice a day without any repercussions on yourself. That's crazy. Having 2 people under Gaius is crazy.
That is true. That is true. Anyway, we'll workshop it more, but we'd like to thank all our supporters here at Homebrew Buddies, and we'll do one last quick shout out. Let's shout out. Where's my shout out list? I have it right here. Shout out to our follower Tesla Tura, subscribers Hana Fiend and Pebble Crumbs, and for Patreon Jeanette SI and Bert R. Thank you for supporting your local BIPOC artist group. Until then, come join our table once more on Saturday at Homebrew Buddies. Enjoy the rest of your day.
Homebrew Buddies.